Hi, my name is Natalie, and I'm here to talk about my parents' parenting styles. I would say my parents' parenting styles is authoritarian because they're not very lenient when it comes to my choices, and they're very demanding. Um, one thing for sure is that they are always consistent of where I am and what I'm doing, and if I'm doing it right. So, yeah, that is.
How's that affected your personality?
I guess that has made me um, I guess you can say I have anxiety a lot. Like I have an increase of anxiety compared to like other people.
Okay, hi Austin. So, what parenting styles did your parents use?
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think each of my parents employs a different kind of parenting style.
Okay.
My dad used to be really authoritative, but since he's become really permissive, really.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, my mom is very authoritarian, so it kind of balances out, I guess.
Okay. So, how does that affect your personality or some character traits you have?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of hesitant with authority because I don't know if they're going to be very authoritative or permissive in their attitudes. It's maybe go to my dad a lot more for questions than my mom because he'll probably be more understanding, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I hesitate to like talk, be a little quiet, I guess.
Okay.
Kinda
Thank
reserved.
you, Austin. So Claude, I wanted to ask you, what kind of parenting styles do your parents use?
They kind of use a mixture of authoritative and permissive. So when I was younger, they were a lot more strict, but as I grown up, they've become more lenient. And that has affected me because as a young child, I learned how to be respectful and how to think for myself because I had to make a lot of independent decisions. So before I do anything that's major, I think about the pros and the cons and the consequences. And so now they're a lot more lax and
So, personality-wise, what character traits do you have because of this?
well, I'm very independent and I'm also very
I wanted to ask you, what parenting styles did your parents use for you?
I would say that my father was authoritative and my mother was permissive. My father definitely set the rules, and my mother helped me to bend them.
So, how has that affected your personality?
I feel as though it's made me a little bit of a pushover, but I am kind and fair and want what is best for my children.
What parenting styles do you use for your kids?
I try to be authoritative. I am a little permissive. My husband is more authoritative / authoritarian with the children, which is helpful because then it puts less on me. It's more kind of good cop, bad cop, and I get to be the good guy, which is not really fair to him, but you know.
What characters do you hope to instill in your children?
I hope that they will be smart, and I hope that they will be independent with good morals and know right from wrong and not be followers, not do something just because everybody else is doing it, do it because it's the right thing.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
I'm with Mr. Lemaster. I was going to ask you, what kind of parenting style did your parents use on you?
My parents were basically authoritarian,
Okay.
which is my way or the highway. It just do what they had. And children were supposed to be seen and not heard.
Right.
Now later, after my parents got divorced, my mom got very permissive. Both
Okay.
styles are horrible.
Okay.
And so, but I learned from both of them.
Okay. How did that help with how did it affect your personality today?
It didn't. Actually, it did back then.
Okay.
But once I got out on my own, I realized I didn't like it the way I was, and so I changed. I had several opportunities that were afforded me and some friends that helped me change the way that I see the world and life and everything else, and it helped change my personality for the good, I think.
Okay.
Made me a happier person.
So, what kind of parenting style do you use in your kids?
Well, I
Used.
learned what not to do from my parents.
Okay.
Yay! So, and hopefully you learn from other people's mistakes so you don't have to make them.
Alright.
So what I used was an authoritative parenting style, which is I do still have rules and I expect you to follow them, but I'm also more likely to listen to your concerns, explain to you why I need you to do this, and work with you. And that is the best parenting style. It's the best management style. It's the best style to use overall. Children who are raised with those types of parenting styles are usually more socially competent and more self-reliant. And so that's the reason why I use that. And that's just the way I feel today it's just as natural to me because that's the way I feel it should be. And so my kids came out great.
Okay.
I mean, my life has been golden, so I
What-
can't complain.
What qualities do your kids have right now because of that parenting style?
They're all socially competent. They're not. I mean, I don't want to say they're. I don't want to say they're extroverts, but they are. They're outgoing. They're willing to talk to people. They're very mature. They make good decisions. That doesn't mean they've always made good decisions. Doesn't mean they haven't made mistakes. They have. But the whole thing is that with me, an authoritative parenting style, yes, sometimes you're going to make a mistake, but that's why I'm here to help and guide you and overcome those mistakes and learn from them. And that's basically what they do.
Okay, thank you, Master.
You're welcome.